Welcome back to Workhorse Training. Today we'll do some more long-reining, and I will also show you how to introduce a horse to pulling, and we will hitch up Flora for the first time. Today I've put up a couple of exercises in the paddock for Flora to do with me on the long reins. I used the girth with the loops on both sides again to guide the reins. You can see that I hold the reins in my hands, similar to how you would hold the reins as a rider. This way I find I can use the reins gently but accurately. My aim is to practice turns. The cones help Flora as well as me to turn accurately without knocking them over. Flora needs to concentrate on how to move her feet, and I need to concentrate on telling her when exactly to turn. A good exercise for both of us. A second obstacle is a pole Flora has to step over. This is for getting Flora to move forward whatever is in her way. Most young horses would want to stop or walk past the pole. By stepping over the pole, Flora practices to lift her legs consciously and accurately. We do these exercises a couple of times today. That is plenty for Flora's concentration span, which is still quite short in young horses. 15 minutes is enough for a lesson. We also practice again to step back. Today Flora is a bit resistant. She tries to escape the pressure I put on her reins by stretching her neck. I insist, and when she finally starts stepping back, I praise her immediately. I ask her for a few more steps and praise again. Flora snorts finally, a sign that she relaxes into the task. When you ask a horse to go backwards, it is important to follow with a forward movement afterwards. Horses are put under psychological pressure by their leaders when they are made to back within a herd situation. As the trainer and leader, you want to reward the horse for submitting by releasing this pressure through a forward movement and more praise. Enough for this lesson. In the next lesson, I introduce a light training breast collar. It is made of nylon rope and a foam breast plate, ideal for first light pull. Flora is happy to accept this new piece of equipment. I use it in combination with the girth. I hold the reins in one hand and pick up the ends of the traces with the other hand. If you try this with a young horse, you should be well used to working the reins with only one hand because it requires good coordination. After a couple of rounds, I start applying light pull on the traces. Flora feels this on her chest and instinctively responds to it by stepping back. It is crucial at this point to drive her forward into the pressure. She quickly understands what is required of her and leans into the breast collar. The next piece of equipment is the single tree. This is a metal bar which gets attached to the traces, and this is where a harrow or plough would be attached at the other end. I introduce Flora to the sound it makes. Then I attach the single tree to the traces with twine. I use a knot which can be pulled open instantly. In case the horse panics, you want to be able to take the single tree off quickly. Later, when the horse is well used to this and ready for being hitched to a piece of field machinery, I will use snap hooks. Flora is not troubled by the single tree behind her. She has heard it rattle when she accompanied her parents into the field as a foal. Again, a couple of rounds will do. I make sure the traces touch Flora's legs deliberately, so that she gets fully aware of the single tree behind her. Flora shakes her head again, also a possible sign that she's had enough for today. And we finish on a good note. We will leave it there for today. Well done, Flora. Thanks for watching, and see you next time, where we will harness Flora up with our Swedish work harness. So bye for now.